Welcome, everyone, to the latest installment of the Social Media Summit at MIT. I am Sinan Aral. I am very happy to be here with you again to go through the issues of the day as they relate to social media and as they relate to so many things going on in the digital economy. As many of you know, this is one of, if not the largest and most in my mind, needle-moving convening of experts and discussions about the state of social media in our world, about the way that social media is changing everything from our democracy to our economy to our public health during COVID, and into the future to very notions of what is reality, to our understanding of how the media of today changes our behavior, our opinions, the way we educate ourselves, the way that the next generation understands the world around them. And I couldn't be more excited to bring you this year's Social Media Summit, which has a fantastic set of panels and panelists to talk about some of the most interesting topics of the day as they relate to social media. As you know, at the MIT Initiative on the Digital Economy, we do primary firsthand peer-reviewed scientific research on not just social media, but the state of AI, the state of Web3, next generation technologies, their impact on businesses and managers, but also on lawmakers. We're frequently consulting the White House and Capitol Hill, and really trying to stay ahead of the curve on how technologies are affecting business, society, and our government and our democracy every day. And this year's Social Media Summit is particularly important because we are at a crossroads again in many ways. We're at a crossroads in the sense that one of the largest social media platforms in the world has gone private since the last time we met. Policy changes left, right, and center at Twitter under Elon Musk's direction. We have a major new technology thrust in generative AI. Obviously, generative AI and the large language models and the deep learning that they are built on has been around for many years, if not many decades, if you go back to the foundational technology. But the way that they sort of burst onto the scene at the end of 2022 in the public's imagination and in the public's use and uptake has created immense impact in terms of the generation of text and images and video, the synthetic generation of new visual and auditory information that influences how we think about our world. And so we're going to talk about all of that today, and I'm very excited about all of the various panels that we have. I want to start, however, first by thanking a few people as we roll into the Social Media Summit. I want to thank all of the members of the MIT Initiative on the Digital Economy and the MIT Sloan School of Management and MIT in general, the Institute, for supporting our research and for supporting everything that we're doing, not just in terms of research, but in terms of outreach and all of the various conversations that we convene on campus, off campus, digitally. This is essential to our work, and we are really thankful to all the hardworking men and women who are contributing to that effort at the IDE and beyond. I also want to thank our channel partners. The channel partnerships that we have at the IDE, whether it's through this particular event or through research, are absolutely essential to everything that we do. We have a lot of sponsors that help create the research that you're going to see today and that kick off the conversations that we are in part going to have today. But for this particular event, we have channel partners that are contributing to convening and conveying the conversation. And I want to thank them specifically, including Ogilvy, the MIT Sloan Office of Communications, the Network, the Outthinker Network, and T2 Social. Thank you to all of you for being trusted channel partners and for bringing this conversation to the world. I'm very privileged to have a friend and colleague as the keynote speaker today, and we're gonna switch it over to him and let him talk for about 25 minutes before he and I have a conversation about his topic. But I'm very, very pleased to have Chris Graves with us today to give the keynote and to have the conversation. Chris is the founder and president of the Ogilvy Center for Behavioral Science, and he works in a large array of very tricky and difficult human problems, from vaccine hesitancy to communicating about climate change risk. He's been honored with the Rockefeller Foundation Bellagio residency. He's also the co-inventor of a behavioral science research approach to better decode the human hidden who, which has won 6 different awards. During the pandemic, he supported a lot of behavioral science around vaccine hesitancy and how we could overcome vaccine hesitancy. And he worked with the WHO and UNICEF and the Milken Institute and the cities of Chicago and New York to work on reducing the impact of the pandemic through reducing vaccine hesitancy. And he's also a contributor to many, in fact, DARPA projects working to combat disinformation in general. He is a fantastically intelligent person, a really amazing human being who has dedicated a large part of his life to bettering humanity. And he is an incredibly engaging speaker. And so I'm not going to steal any more of his time. Chris, thank you so much for being here, for giving the keynote, and I really look forward to the conversation on the other side. So with that, I'll turn it